basically, there's so many inconsistencies with the Church of God. But there's a lot of similarities to a lot of cults as well. Like, I mean, members, if you feel that, we're only attacking the World Mission Society Church of God, or you guys are the only ones that have, the supposed truth, I encourage you to look up just a little bit about Hebrew Israelism and see what they're preaching out in the streets right now. Guess what? One of their number one tools that they're using to recruit members they're prophesying about World War III. Sound familiar? And they say that World War III is going to happen, and guess how the world's going to be destroyed? Nuclear war. Sound familiar? And so these ideas, they're not new. There's nothing new under the sun. There's a lot of different cults that are preaching the same thing. And it's funny. It's like most people would not be in the Church of God if it wasn't because they had the daylight scared out of them with those kind of prophecies, but if you look at the Christian church, the apostolic church, they were preaching peace in Jesus Christ, salvation through the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And this sounds totally different. The gospel message is totally different than a fear-based, works-based salvation that is coming from these kind of groups.
That's why they call them doomsday cults, right? They just thrive on, these ideas of a end of the world and things getting terrible because, it produces this fear in its members so that they then rely on the organization to show them the way to provide they set up the problem. These guys set up the problem and then they offer the solution to it. They create a false problem that isn't a problem in the first place, but they create the problem and then they offer the supposed solution to it. It's just
it's like here's the Church of God logic. They say this is the problem. We're all going to die from World War III when nuclear war happens unless you receive the seal of God. You need to receive the seal of God, because if you don't, this world war is going to destroy you. You better be scared and you better come to the church and get baptized and saved right now, because you don't know if tomorrow's promised to you. Be baptized immediately. So even if you don't know anything that we're talking about, as long as you know world war is coming and you need to come keep the seal of God, come get baptized and you're all good, right? The problem with that is that they also, in the same breath, will tell you, swear up and down that they preach everything straight out of the Bible and that they're the only church that keeps Jesus's words and God's words 100%. Well, if that's true, then didn't Jesus say in Matthew chapter 24 that the signs of the last days, many will say to you, here is the Christ, and do not believe him, and you will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you're not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is yet to come. So they're literally going against the Bible, yet while claiming in the same breath that they follow the Bible 100%. They followed the Bible 100%. They wouldn't be trying to scare people with World War III and that you need to come only to their church to receive the seal of God, because this scary war is going to annihilate, the whole world except the World Mission Society Church of God.